Alright, so I gotta make this video here because I get an email, and so the turd monkey here um, commented on my video. Now normally he comments something um, that would fit into his narrative, like I'm a drug addict, or TIs are all just stupid. Look how stupid they are. So whenever I get an email from NIRVGORILLA, okay, or I'm sorry, no, this is not an email from him. This is an email from a comment. He commented on my video. That's right. But either way, it's the content of it. So I guess I have to change what I'm writing here. Okay. So he said, just like the scientific paper said, UTIs ironically end up being the stalkers. I'm not stalking anybody when I'm looking at my security camera footage from my home, looking at a public street and what's going on. What's so fucking stalkish about that? And this is coming from somebody who knows what they do. Okay, I'm not. This isn't like there's definitely a lot of shit that um, can bring anybody to the clear conclusion that there is whatever, definitely um, gang stalking going on against me from people in my community and wherever else they come from. I don't fucking know. But so the fact that he still is saying that gang stalking is not happening, it does not happen. That is itself, just that right there, that one tiny. That's the one thing. That's the only thing you really need to look at, and you can. It tells you everything you need to know about this guy. Okay. If he is so adamant about pushing this narrative that it is not happening, it's not happening, it's not happening, you have to ask, what is his motives? Why is he spending so much time and effort in the TI community, trying to say it's not happening when there is plenty of evidence to show that it is. Um, and I'll agree with him when a lot of things that TI's put out there is it doesn't help. It makes the whole thing look taboo. It makes us look crazy, and but it makes sense as far as it's an ingenious tactic to put out the disinformation. It's it's a tactic that the government's been using this for a long time. Take a look at UFOs. They make the whole subject, they hide it in plain sight. They make the whole subject look taboo, and that way you're afraid to talk about it. You're afraid, it can hide in plain sight because it really doesn't matter if people are telling the truth about it, because they will just counteract that with, oh, well, the whole subject is bullshit. TIs are all just crazy. And so far, they've been able to push that narrative for the most part. But a lot of people are opening their eyes. A lot of people are waking up to the truth. And these subjects, these things that people report, are happening, are becoming a lot easier to believe, that rather than just believing that the disinformation. The disinformation is the propaganda that they put out there. So they make the subject of UFOs look like it's all hillbillies and rednecks and people with lower than average IQs that see these things. So that way you don't want to be grouped into that group of people. So if you see something, you're not going to report it. So it's very effective. They've been doing this for fucking decades and decades and decades. So here's the same thing. Now the targeted individual subject and gang stalking. Anybody who cares enough to just look into it a little bit will very, very, very quickly see that the truth, that it does happen. There's definitely something going on. I don't have all the answers. I'm just reporting my experience, but I'm certainly not fucking crazy, okay? And I can show a lot of shit and ask a lot of questions that nobody can answer. Nobody can seem to answer these questions. But they will go out of their way, okay, to, instead of answering the questions, right? So why are you zooming in so closely on boring footage? I only highlight the highlights. That's why they're called highlights. Okay, that's good for you. I'm asking questions. And, whoops. Anybody care to answer the questions? Nope, didn't think so. Strange, isn't it? So I'm just going to keep asking questions. That's all, And it's becoming easier and easier to point out, what, to show what's fuckery and what is, what is just a mistake, just something that's a stupid person doesn't understand, okay? Believe me, I don't know everything, and there are some fucking things I don't understand. And if I ask a question, if it's something I don't understand, people will jump all over it. They make fun of me, and then they answer it. And they say, oh, you're so fucking retard. Chief Handler will say, oh, you don't understand how anything works, and it's like gaslighting, make you question yourself, Don't let them make you question yourself. If you know something, trust your gut, right? Trust your gut. If you know something and you feel real passionate about it, don't let somebody scare you into not talking about it. That's sick, okay? And if they're doing that, just ask yourself the right question. Just say, if somebody's talking about you, right? Don't worry about what they're saying. Just ask, why are they saying it? Okay? Most times it's because they're fucking idiots and they just like to spread gossip and rumors, and they're part of the problem most of the time. But sometimes people will go out of their way and be the person that's spreading this stuff to begin with. They're the source of the rumor, right? That's where the question is important. Why are you saying this about this person? Why? Why are you spreading this? Did you look into it? Do you know this for a fact? And if the answer is no, then you shouldn't be spreading it. You shouldn't be spreading something like that if you don't know for a fact. You should be asking the same questions. You should be asking questions about it, not spreading information that you just assume to be correct. Because you know what happens when you assume? You make an ass out of NIRVGORILLA, right? So that's why I had to respond to this. He goes out of his way to comment on this instead of, I said, why do you take your time to comment rather than use the video to make me look stupid? I'm just asking a rational question. Gotta love that critical thinking, right? Because that's all this is. It's just me, critical thinking. And pointing stuff out, that's all. I'm just pointing shit out. Everybody loves to point shit out, right? Especially in a small town like this, everybody loves to point everything out about everybody. So I'm gonna keep pointing shit out. I don't know how you think this is gonna end, but you can keep doing what you're doing. I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. We'll reach a convergence at some point, and then we'll see whose dick's bigger then. Okay. So here you go, NIRVGORILLA. I gotta put this out there for you. There's my response, because I tried commenting on your live stream there, but it just voice only. Oh, I'm not letting TI's chat in my fucking chat anymore. Because that's what it's fucking for. It's for people to have a conversation while you're putting content out there. It's not all just for you. It's for your viewers. It's enabling the conversation to be had. That's what is the chat's for, okay? And it's for trolls, obviously, too. It's for trolls to come in and expose themselves for being fucking trolls and expose themselves to either be idiots, low vibrational fucking evil retards that have nothing better to do than to try to prey on the misfortune of others. And unfortunately, there's a lot of people like that. Yeah, that sucks, but it's such as life. We have to prepare our kids for this, the reality that there's a lot of good people in the world, but at the same time, there's a lot of fucked up, sick, fucking evil people that have no problem fucking stepping on your fucking head to get above the water, to keep their head above water. They have no problem drowning you to save themselves. Unfortunately, there are very few people that will, at the end of the day, do what's right. Some people seem to believe that when push comes to shove and shit hits the fan, that there's nobody will do the right thing. And I don't believe that. I refuse to believe that. I think there are a lot of people that would give their life and that won't sell out, that would give their life and do the right thing at the end of the day, even if it means their life. I mean, that's kind of how that works when you take that oath, right? I took that oath. And most people don't mean it when they take the oath, but you got to listen to the words in the oath, Listen to what you are solemnly swearing, Whenever you swear to protect and serve, or you swear to uphold and defend the Constitution of these United States against all enemies, both foreign and domestic. In this case, I'm just defending the Constitution of the United States against what I consider domestic terrorism. People that are targeting and attacking law-abiding citizens. Okay, yes, I have a criminal record. And the extent of my criminal record is, let's see, I think I just got another disorderly conduct to tack on. I don't know. Couldn't tell you how many disorderly conducts I have, to be honest. No idea. There's quite a few of them. But that's just shows how much I push back a little bit, because when you push back a little bit, then they don't get the freebie. If you just bend over and take it, they'll fucking rape you in the ass all day long. But if you push back a little bit and learn a little bit, learn your rights, and actually push back, don't just believe what they're telling you. Push back. Challenge the system. Challenge those people that are in public servants to do their job the way that what they get paid to do. It's their job. And it's taxpayer dollars that pay their salary. They are your employee. And if they're not working in your best interest, not just your interest, but your best interest, if they don't have your best interest in mind, they're not really doing their job right, are they? So that's what and I've said it before and I'll say it again, this is our problem, is the people, we have put ourselves in this situation. It is our fault. It is nobody else's fault but the people's fault. We are the check and balance. So when somebody's just asking questions and they get attacked for asking questions, that's what you need to look at. Why are people going out of their way to attack somebody who's just simply asking questions? I don't see any harm in asking some questions. And especially whenever people have no problem whatsoever saying all kinds of stuff about me behind my back. Not to me, but behind my back about me. And it's like I don't get to hear them. It's like a big secret or something. I don't get to hear the shit that's talked about me. I don't know what all people were told, but I'm here to remind you, if somebody's telling you something about me, don't believe it. I'm not saying that they're lying, but I'm saying that there's a good chance that they don't know the truth. There's a good chance that they don't know the whole truth. They're just spreading what they heard. So it's important for all of us to do the research, check for ourselves, trust but verify. Check for yourself. Don't just go off what other people say. And whenever you do look into that and you do try to verify, you're going to find out that nothing is what it seems. Nothing. It's like, that's one guarantee, is that there's no guarantees. That, it's always different than what it's portrayed as, no matter what. You hear a story about somebody, it's always exaggerated or just plain fucking lies. Most of the time it's like a little truth, and then it's twisted and contorted and it's taken out of context, and then it's turned into, this molehill, whatever, turned into a fucking mountain overnight. Just with words. And people who have the ability to, to create. They have the ability to create a narrative, paint a picture of somebody or a situation with their words. So I never used to think that used to say sticks and stones may break your bones, but names will never hurt me. But the truth is, words have a lot of power. And they do have a lot of consequences, and they will affect somebody and their life for either better or worse. It doesn't matter. They do both. Somebody can talk somebody up and exaggerate something, and then that's going to force other people to put more trust in them and drop their guard, and they use less judgment against that person because they trust what they were told. But if what you were told was super, super exaggerated, and then you end up getting fucked over because of it, then that, all you had to do, though, is look into it. You can't blame the person you heard it from either. You blame yourself for not looking into it. And it sucks that we have to do this. It really does suck that there's this much disinformation. But this is the age that we're in. This is the world we live in right now. It's a world of deception, disinformation, lots of propaganda, and I mean, maybe it's just everybody's perspectives are different, totally different. Everybody has a different perspective, so they can look at facts. One person can look at facts of a situation, and it look a certain way, Another person can look at those same exact facts and have a totally different perspective of the situation. Totally different. Like the opposite perspective. Okay? There's people that can look at my situation. Now, given just my information, I'm confident that most people are going to look at my situation and they're going to be sympathetic towards me. I'm not looking for sympathy, and I'm not looking for attention. I'm just trying to spread awareness. But anyway, when people are given other information, and my story plus some information, right? So what else do you have to go off of? If you don't know the people personally I talk about, you don't have any way to verify anything, what else do you have then? Well, you got the comments, right? You could look at Chief Handler's comments and NIRVGORILLA's comments, and then you can look at the likes, right? And the fact that those negative comments have a whole bunch of likes, okay? And it just proves, though, my point that the only people that really watch my shit are, like, my stalkers, my gang stalkers. They can't help it. They're, like, addicted. They have to watch it. They can't stop. And then I'll get, like, 5 or 6... Chief Handler put a comment on a video. And usually only whenever it's a decent video or I'm making a good point. He'll make a comment, and then somebody else, NIRVGORILLA, will chime in. He'll like it, and he'll reply to that comment. And then within a day, those comments have 5 or 6 likes already. Whereas I'll reply, and my comment won't have any likes at all. But I know, personally, talking to people, I know that there are people who agree with me, who would absolutely like, what what I had to say or my reply, they will reply that shit, you know. But there's a lot of comments. I stopped trying to record them all because it happens every day. Anytime it's something that's good enough information, the the comment section gets fucked with. I'll get a notification on my YouTube Studio where I go in and it shows the comment notification, but I click on it and it's gone. It's not there. And yes, YouTube censors comments. Yeah. So for some reason, I really don't. I find it hard to believe that I find it hard to believe that YouTube censors the word weird. That weird is a word that gets censored in the comments. Because I have to say this again because if anybody doesn't think so, I make sure all my videos have all comments allowed. I have no restrictions on my account whatsoever. I never have. I have some private videos, but I'm holding those in my hand. I'm not showing my cards there. I have some bunch of private videos that I put on there just to make sure that they can't get deleted, that they live online, you know. And those ones I will release. Those are the ones that have more names and more direct accusations of people. And, you know, like Seventh Honeyman says to his gang stalkers, he better be happy, because when he's not happy, then he's going to make sure his gang stalkers aren't happy. And I agree. You know, if I'm happy, okay, good, leave me alone. But if I'm not happy, I'm going to say names. I'm going to throw it out there. Okay? I'm going to do shit like this video here. Okay? Because I'm not doing anything illegal in this video, but I'm asking questions. If people don't like that, that's their problem. It's not mine. So you can comment on all you want there, NIRVGORILLA. I have a theory, you know, that you're telling me to stop putting this stuff on YouTube because it's damaging to your agenda. It's boring, dude. This doesn't show anything. Then don't fucking watch it. You know? See, I seem to think that the fact that you're not making a video about this and calling me stupid, right? That's what I ask, that question. Like, why isn't he using this to make a video? You know, making me look stupid or something. I don't understand that. You know, make it make sense here. So, here it is. You know, perfect opportunity to make me look stupid if you know, that's his agenda. He had no problem the first time I ever talked to the guy in voice. He had no problem on a live stream fucking doxing my address, throwing it right up there. You know, I had paperwork that I showed in my video, yes, okay. And yes, there are people that will do fucked up shit. There's fucked up people in the world. Well, I believe NIRVGORILLA is one of them. So, there you go. There's my address on a court document that I had in a video. And first thing he does is he took advantage of that. He's paused it, zoomed in on my court documents, showed my address, looked it up on Google Earth, and then Google, you know, looked at the street fucking view, the 3D street view of exactly right here, right in this corner. He looked at that corner in that house there in street view the very first time I ever talked to him. And then he started saying, oh, this dude talks to cops, this dude talks to cops, don't talk to him, this dude talks to cops. And that's what he was trying to say immediately after the first conversation in voice I ever had with him. So it was real clear to me from day one what this guy's deal is, you know. It's his job, you know. It has to be his job because it can't be fun getting made to look like a fool. I mean, nobody likes being made to look like a fool. And I just say to you, NIRVGORILLA, if I'm making you look like a fool and you're angry about it, how's that feel? How does that feel? Do you ever think about that when you make people look stupid? When you try to make people look stupid? And it's not hard. Anybody can make anybody look stupid. You know, you just given everybody does stupid things every day. Not everybody knows everything. So you put somebody in, throw somebody into a subject that they don't know anything about, and then and then take a little bit of fucking, a couple clips here and there, take some words out of context here and there. Boom, you can make them look like a fucking retard. Not hard. Not hard. Any monkey with a computer can do it. But good people aren't going to do that. They don't think like that. They don't think like that. The people that actually think like that are the ones you got to worry about. Those are the ones you have to watch out for. So I already know that my address is out there, my fucking phone number. I get fucking people calling me and hanging up. I call the number back, and it's some girl named Addie, right? So whenever I'm like, Addie, and she's asking me who I am. I'm like, what do you mean? You just called me. And she's like, no, I didn't. I was like, yes, you did. I just called the number back. Right? And so I put a video of that with the phone number on there. And then what do I get? I get in the comments section, I get this Lillian Smith, who, and Virginia can speak to this. Virginia was witness to this. This Lillian Smith, prior to this, was in my comments, in my chat section, trolling, just saying stupid shit. And they have to be local because they said personal things. They said about a certain spider monkey, right? And they said who that spider monkey was. They are from around here, whoever this Lillian Smith is. So when I put that video up about the phone number, about the person that I don't know who they are, the name, they said their name was Addie. I don't fucking know. But whenever I put that video up, this Lillian Smith puts a comment on that video saying it, quit harassing my niece, you sicko, or something like that. It said something like that. And I'm just like, what the fuck? Lillian Smith? Oh, that's crazy. I know Lillian Smith because she trolled me in my fucking chat section. So how was I supposed to know that's a kid? Chief Handler said it was a kid. Somehow he knew that was a kid. So Chief Handler says it's a kid, and then this Lillian Smith commented and said it was her niece. Okay, well, I didn't say that. You did. I'm just putting a video of somebody who calls and hangs up on me. I call them back to find out who it is, and then I find, they said their name, so then I put the video on YouTube because it's been effective. I put it out there for everybody to see. That was gang stalking is what that is. So that you say it's not happening, there's fucking clear evidence of gang stalking right there. Now, if it's kids doing it, that sucks. Maybe the parents should step in and do something about that. But let's make one thing very clear. I am not a sicko. I do not do anything against children. I'm fucking looking out for the kids, man. That's what I'm doing. Looking out for our kids and their future. To try to rid the world of these fucking sick people playing these sick games and involving their kids. That is the really disturbing part. People that want to involve kids in this whole fucking thing. Then we got problems. I stayed silent for a long time about shit. And I never crossed that line. And then I always said, people can say whatever they want about me. I don't care. I don't fucking care. It doesn't affect me, so why do I care? I don't fucking care. That's their problem. But whenever you start fucking with my kids, now we have a problem. A big problem. Big problem. And let's be clear, I will give my fucking life in a heartbeat for my kids. And somebody else's kids for that matter. Because kids are the ones that need protected here. Everything we do, we try to protect our kids from the evils, the evil shit that takes place, the evil people on this planet. So that's what I'm doing. And I won't stop. I'll never stop protecting our kids and speaking out for our youth and trying to make a better fucking future for our kids. A future that doesn't have this kind of fuckery in it. So this turned into a bigger, longer rant than I planned. But I just wanted to highlight this. That NIRVGORILLA decided, he's going to comment and tell me that not to put this stuff on YouTube. It's boring and it doesn't show anything. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. It absolutely shows shit. You know, it. And now I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna go out on a limb and guess that people now have to come up with fucking excuses for shit that they didn't have to think about before. They thought they had excuses. You know, oh, we're just doing this and we're just doing that, whatever. Now they have to come up with they have to actually think and use their brains to think of a logical excuse that, you know, and make me look like an idiot. I'm not going to say any more about it, but I'm guessing that other people will. I'm guessing that other people will feel the need to explain themselves. You know, and what you have to pay attention to again is the only people that watch my fucking videos are my gang stalkers. You know, if anybody else watches my video, props to Craig Fitzpatrick. He watched some of my videos and he had no problem saying, hey, this is me, you know, Pat and Frodo. Shout out to Pat and Frodo. Check out his channel. He's a very talented musician, and he's a very smart guy, very talented musician, and I can't say a bad thing about Craig. Good person, good human being, and I mean, whether I have no idea. He could be involved for all I know. I'm not going to say he is though, because he's never done anything to me. He's never done anything to me, against me. For as far as I know, he's never said anything bad about me. Now that can't be said for other people. And other people who have said bad things about me, I believe me, I hear them. I don't hear all of them, and I have to fucking go and find and poke here and prod here to fucking find information about myself that people say. But I do have a lot more information than you guys think I do. I know a lot more than you think I know. And, you know, you got to know when to hold them and know when to fold them. And never show your fucking cards. And you fuckers are bad at bluffing. Real bad. I'm going to call you every time. I'm all in, motherfuckers. I'm all in. So, we ain't going nowhere. Stay real. Keep fighting the good fight. And be good or be good at it. Peace.